Good day. Here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. The government has seized around 10.41 billion pesos worth of illegal drugs and cleared more than 27,000 barangays of narcotics in 2023. The Philippine National Police reports it has conducted more than 44,000 anti-illegal drug operations and arrested over 56,000 suspects. Through the joint efforts of the Department of the Interior and Local Government, Dangerous Drugs Board, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, and the PNP, about 23 provinces, 447 municipalities, and 43 cities have established their own CBDRPs or community-based drug rehabilitation programs. 50 provinces, 1,160 municipalities, and 30 cities reported having functional ADACs or anti-drug abuse councils. The government has also established 74 inpatient treatment and rehabilitation facilities. The recent successes were in line with President Marcos' new anti-illegal drug approach focusing on rehabilitation, reintegration, and preventive education specifically for the youth. The government seeks to reduce the target-listed drug personalities by 10% by June 2028 and establish CBDRPs and ADACs in all parts of the country. It also wants to set up one established treatment and rehabilitation facility for every province by 2028. Philippine Navy vessels have observed Chinese warships shadowing their joint maritime patrol with the United States Navy in the West Philippine Sea on Wednesday. The offshore patrol vessel BRP Ramon Alcaraz, her sister ship BRP Gregorio del Pilar, and the landing platform dock BRP Davao del Sur reported that the Chinese guided missile destroyer Hefei and the frigate Huangshan followed them as they sailed in formation. The warships, however, did not stop them from meeting with the U.S. 7th Fleet. The BRP Ramon Alcaraz crew issued radio challenges to the Chinese warships, but they did not respond. The Philippine Navy and the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command are holding the second edition of their joint maritime patrol within the Philippines Exclusive Economic Zone. Lieutenant Commander Christopher Calvo, acting commander officer of the BRP Ramon Alcaraz, said the joint exercise aims to ensure seamless integration of capabilities while testing their maneuvers to address evolving threats and challenges. Armed Forces Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. meanwhile said this week's activity marked a significant leap in Manila's alliance and interoperability with the U.S. military. The Department of Social Welfare and Development says the government's cash assistance to individuals in crisis situations, or AICS, is open to all and not just the poor. DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian said every Filipino, regardless of status, who is facing a crisis such as a life-threatening illness can avail of the AICS. He says the DSWD has released 100,000 to 300,000 pesos worth of assistance to individuals who are in crisis situations. The agency has also resumed the issuance of guarantee letters for Filipinos in need of cash aid for medical and funeral expenses. Gatchalian said the DSWD stopped issuing guarantee letters in December 2023 so it could close its books and pay partner hospitals. He also says the agency looks at various criteria such as the individual's capacity to pay and relatives who might be able to help before issuing the guarantee letter. The Commission on Higher Education convened with the board members of public universities and colleges to tackle matters on the transfer of senior high school pupils who are presently enrolled in respective schools. This following the discontinuation of the senior high school program in state universities and colleges and local universities and colleges nationwide. In an interview, CHED Chairperson Prospero De Vera said per Republic Act 8292, the Commission is not required to make decisions about the admission policies of SUCs and LUCs. He added that state colleges had already stopped offering senior high school courses 2 or 3 years earlier. Meanwhile, the Department of Education is confident that basic education institutions would be able to absorb all senior high school students who leave SUCs and LUCs. For his part, Senate Minority Leader Aquilino Pimentel III said it is reasonable for SUCs and LUCs to stop admitting senior high school students as there has been enough time for the transition to K-12 program. Senate Majority Leader Joel Villanueva also pointed out that the decision to stop offering SHS programs in SUCs and LUCs is compliant with the mandate of the higher education institutions. The United States is willing to offer assistance to the disrupted Mindanao Railway Project. In his December 31 column at a major broadsheet, Philippine Ambassador to the U.S. Jose Manuel Romualdez said the U.S. International Development Financial Corporation is expected to provide the funding for the infrastructure program. He also revealed that the Mindanao Railway Project was supposed to be financed by China, but Manila opted not to push through with the plan in November last year. Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista earlier said the country has decided not to pursue funding from China due to lack of progress in negotiations. The transportation chief further affirmed that in order to finance the 81.7 billion peso Mindanao Railway Project Phase 1 Tagum-Davao-Digos segment, the government is searching for additional funding in the form of a combination of Philippine government support, official development assistance, and private sector support. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account, via the News and Information Bureau website nib.gov.ph under PNA News, or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office or PCO. I am Wilnard Basilonia and this is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.